Hey, what is up, you guys? SixMax here, and welcome to an Advanced Warfare video, you guys. And today, first off, I gotta thank Thunder for letting me post on his channel for a second time. It really does mean a lot, man. I appreciate it so much. But anyways, you guys, we've got an Advanced Warfare gameplay here on the map Riot. It's that prison map that we've seen in like the zombie gameplays and all that kind of stuff. And I'm playing some good old Hardpoint. You can't go wrong with Hardpoint. It's a blast to play, and it helps you level up probably a lot faster than any other game mode, which is especially nice on those double XP days like day 0 was. But anyways, you guys, what I want to talk to you about is not specifically the gameplay. It's about whether I think Advanced Warfare is the hardest COD ever, or just to word it a little bit differently, out of all of the Call of Duties in the entire series, does this one take the most skill to play? That sounds like something a lot of people have been bouncing around. It seems like a lot of people have been having a hard time with the game, all that kind of stuff. So I want to talk about that a little bit for you guys today. And so one of those things is you have to learn the movement mechanics. Obviously, the movement mechanics are totally different. The shooting's the same, the trigger's in the same spot, all that kind of stuff. But why are people having such a hard time playing the game? Well, the movement mechanics are definitely a big part of that. The new exo abilities, just to say it, put it a little bit differently, jumping around, all this boost jumping, sliding, all this kind of stuff. It's given people just a whole new dynamic that they have to think of. It's really hard for a lot of people, especially if you don't have a scuff controller with the paddles and stuff like that. You have to move your thumb over to the A button. So some people have a hard time with that, and then some people have upgraded to a scuff specifically for Advanced Warfare, and that's made it just a lot harder to play the game because they're getting used to a new controller, all that kind of stuff. And it's really the first COD that they've ever built basically from the ground up without copy and pasting a lot of things. I mean, yeah, they're taking a lot of things from Black Ops 2 in this game, obviously, which is awesome because Black Ops 2 was a great game. But it's one of the only CODs that they've built really from the ground up. So what that means is there's definitely going to be new things that you're going to have to learn. So not myself, because I've been playing on the Xbox One for a while now, but it definitely takes getting used to the new controllers for sure. A lot of people, because Advanced Warfare is specifically made for the next gen consoles, a lot of people have upgraded to the PS4 or the Xbox One specifically for Advanced Warfare. And it takes some getting used to. Not really the PS4 controller very much. It's very similar to the PS3, but the Xbox One controller, in my opinion, is very different than the Xbox 360 controller, especially the joysticks. Those things, and I mean, that's how you shoot, that's how you move, all that kind of stuff. So that definitely takes getting used to. It's been really hard for a lot of people. I know that for a fact. Especially like I mentioned before, those people who have upgraded to the scuffs because they want to get the paddles because of all the jumping and all that kind of thing. So that's been one of the dynamics for sure that's made the transition really hard for a lot of people. And also, you guys, some people love to spawn trap, and when they can't spawn trap and they can't get those huge kills, they get discouraged and they just don't think they just throw away the controller, and they don't think they're good at the game. They don't like the game. So spawn trapping is really hard in this game because of all the exo movements and all the jumping around and all that kind of stuff. And then also, you guys, the kill streaks. The kill streaks are some of the kill streaks. I mean, we have the UAV and all that kind of stuff, but some of the kill streaks definitely take some getting used to. I know it's like the Vulcan or whatever it is, that thing that shoots from up above. I just can't seem to kill people, very often at all with that thing. So that's just one of the things. The kill streaks really take some getting used to as well. So, and also, you guys, there's just so many fields of vision you have to be aware of in Advanced Warfare. You're not just looking straight ahead or side to side or maybe up in a window like you did in the past Call of Duties and all that kind of stuff. There's people up on roofs. There's people boost jumping way up in the air, sliding to the side. There's people, getting up onto roofs that we're not even used to seeing in the past, and just all this kind of stuff. It's just crazy. There's so many more rooftops. The games are way more, I mean, the maps are way more vertical than we've ever seen in a COD before, and so it just brings a whole new dynamic to the game. It's really hard. So some people also have to change their sensitivity on the controller, so they're not really getting used to that because you just have to move your gun around so much, just trying to track these people who are flying through the air and all that kind of stuff. So people are changing their sensitivities. So that's a big part of the learning curve as well. And if you guys played a lot of Call of Duty Ghosts, this will definitely take some getting used to. The time to kill, Sledgehammer said, is in between Black Ops 2 and Ghosts, but with the new exo movements and all that kind of stuff, the game just plays so fast. I mean, you can get from one end of the map to the other end of the map so quick. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's people always behind you, there's people in front of you, there's always people on top of you, all that kind of stuff. So although the time to kill is supposedly in between Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Ghosts, it just plays so fast. So it's just completely the opposite of Ghost, which is such a slow game. So that definitely takes some getting used to for a lot of people. Also, in the early part of the game, there will be a lot of flaws with the weapons, and some of the weapons being overpowered and some of them being underpowered. In my opinion, I think the SMGs are a bit underpowered right now. The ARs are pretty good guns, which is a problem because the SMGs are more mobile. The ARs are not as mobile, and in this game you have to be mobile, but I just think the range on the SMGs is just terrible. In my opinion, opinion, they just feel terrible, honestly. So the ARs are what I've been getting a lot of my good like gun streaks and a lot of my good kill streaks and stuff like that with. So, and also another thing, you guys all know that Astros and Tritons and Turtle Beaches and all that kind of stuff, I mean, headsets are so common these days, and in Advanced Warfare, honestly, I don't think you can sound whore. This is a big part of a lot of people's games. They sound whore all the time. I mean, it was useful for me. I didn't sound whore necessarily, but I would use the headset just to hear footsteps around me, or just to hear the game more clearly, hear gunshots, you know, to the right of me or to the left of me or whatever it is. And it seems like you can hear those things, but you can't really like track people's footsteps like you could in the past. It's really, really weird. And so I think this has been a big problem for a lot of people, because, you know, a lot of people have been using Astro A40s since like 2008, and they've been sound whoring, you know, the entire time for every single COD since then, so they're completely used to it. So, but yeah, you guys, so those are just some problems that a lot of people have been having with Advanced Warfare. So what are some, you know, methods for success that you guys can start to do when you start playing the game, so that way you can have some success? Well, like I mentioned before, the ARs are huge. I'd recommend probably starting with the AK-12, you guys. It gives you a lot more range than the SMG. So yeah, I mean, the game is more fast-paced, so mobility is definitely important in the game, but I just feel like with the SMGs, you just don't have enough range. There's people like flying way up in the air, and they're getting, you know, you're in a gunfight with them 1 second, and the next second they're way over on a rooftop or something like that. So you need more range. Like with the ARs, they can just bring that for you. So especially when you're first starting out, start off with the ARs, you guys. And then also the EXO abilities, as far as like the EXO ping, the cloaking, and all that kind of stuff, they only last for about 20 seconds. I wouldn't really use that very much. And then, like I mentioned before, you have the AR class. I would mention putting on something like lightweight on the AR class. That way it gives you a little more mobility and all that kind of stuff. And then also go for some of the other mobility perks on the gun as well, you guys. So that's just some of the ways you can find some more success. And then also, don't use your EXO ability too much, as far as like the EXO boosting and all that kind of stuff, because I don't know if you guys know, but when you EXO up in the air, when you double jump up in the air, they can see you on their mini map. So keep that in mind, you guys. You're just showing up on the mini map all the time. You might not even know it. So those are just a few tips, you guys. That's one of the best starting classes, I guess you could say, in Advanced Warfare to use to have some success. But anyways, you guys, that about wraps up this video. Again, I want to thank Thunder for letting me post on his channel, you guys. It really does mean a lot, Thunder. I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. And anyways, you guys, I'm out of here. And again, you guys, my name is 6max. My channel will be down in the description down below, you guys. Hope you found this video a little bit informative for you guys. This is just some of the reasons why I think some people are just having a hard time with Advanced Warfare. It seems like, and even the pros and a lot of people who pub stomp and just all kinds of people that I talk to are having a hard time, you know, keeping up those high KDs. I mean, another thing you could do if you don't like the EXO movements and all that kind of stuff, you just can't stand it, is go to playing the traditional mode. You can do that as well. It takes away the EXO movements and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, you guys, that about wraps up this video. I am out of here. Again, I want to thank Thunder, you guys, and my name is 6max, but I will talk to you all very soon in my next video.